Hi, everybody. We're going to learn how to do some drawing. We're going to learn how to do some skills. We're going to learn how to do some fine motor movements. This is a great first step in getting you to do some even cooler stuff down the road. Let's dig in. So we all know how to get here. You log in, you turn on sync. You click on the house if you need to. That takes you up there. And then from here, if you go to Google Drive, you're going to find the template that I've created for you. It should be right on top or very close to top. And it should have first name, last name, dash, different shapes. Just double click on it. Click, click. And here we go. Now here's this template. A template is something that's already made for you to fill out. But I want you to know that these are still lines on here. You can move these. And if you do, you're not going to like where they go. So don't move them. But if and when you do, it's okay. Remember, you can just click on undo. Right here's undo. Computers love to keep track of things for you. That's all computers really do is keep track of data, really. So just undo if you make a mistake. And then there you go. Now you're right back at it. Okay, so what does the assignment look like? If you go to Google Classroom, you can click on show me an example of one. And right there, you'll see that what I'm having you do is I'm having you put up some shapes and I'm having you label inside that shape what it is and what color it is. And then down below, I want you to put another label that says, this is what it reminds me of. Have some fun with it. There's two shapes that I do not want you to use. I don't want you to use the smiley face. Actually, three. I don't want you to use the smiley face. I don't want you to use the heart, and I don't want you to use the lightning bolt. Well, you can use the heart and the lightning bolt, but you can't say it reminds you of a heart, and you can't say it reminds you of a lightning bolt, because clearly a lightning bolt reminds you of a lightning bolt, and a heart reminds you of a heart. Yeah, you can use it, but you have to say that it reminds you of something completely different than a lightning bolt or a heart, right? Okay, so that's what it's going to look like when it's done. So we know how to make shapes by now. Just click up here on the shape, and grab it. Now here's a little tip. If you want to make a circle, a nice roundy circle, perfect circle, not oblong, but perfectly round, then hold down the shift key as you click and draw. Make your shapes as big as you can to have them fit in there. This will make something that we're going to be doing later on a little bit easier, is to make them as big as they can be and still fit in there. You see how when I go up against that edge, it has those two red lines? That lets me know that it's right up against the edge. And then there we go. As big as it can be. Now, Mr. Gullett does not like borders. So let's turn off the borders. You can do that by clicking on the shape and going up here to where it says border color. It's the pencil with the black line under it. It's this one here. Not this one. This is for highlight. This is for something else. This is for the pencil right here. Click on it and click on transparent. Okay. Now we can change the actual fill color of the shape. To do that, you're going to click on the fill color paint bucket right here and pick a color. I'm going to pick red. And now I need to type in there what it is that I think this thing is. I want you to know that we're not going to use any black text. I want you to choose a different color than black because we use black. That's the default. We use it too much. So let's just pick other colors. So pick a color for your font, for your typeface, that is a different color. I think yellow is a nice color. What do you call that? It is a nice highlighting color. A complementary, that's where I was trying to come up with, a complementary color to red. And I want you to make this text pretty much as big as it can be. Once again, this is going to make things easier for you later on. If you make it really big, also make it bold. And then type in what it is. This is a red circle. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, because it's a red circle. Now, down here, I want you to put in a rectangle down here and say what it reminds you of. So click on the shapes, click on the shape, go over here, and click this up like that. Make a rectangle. Now, turn off the borders. I want you to turn off borders. And I want the color of this rectangle to be the color of the text. And I want the text in the rectangle to be the color of the shape. What? It'll make sense in a while. But right now, Since this is a red circle with yellow lettering, I want you to make this a yellow rectangle with red lettering. And there's a really cool way to go and grab a color that something else already is. So same thing, make sure you click on the shape. And because look, if you don't click on the shape, there's no paint bucket. If you're not seeing a paint bucket, it's because you haven't clicked on a shape. A lot of kids forget that to color a shape, you first need to click on it and then go up to the paint bucket. So click on it. You can see it says fill color. If you mouse over it, that helps you. You click on it. Oops, sometimes you hit the wrong button. That happens. If you do that, just click away. I clicked on both of the buttons, not just the regular button. I clicked on both by accident. So click on it, go grab that paint bucket. And now, I want to introduce you to the eyedropper. I bet your folks have used an eyedropper on you before. If they had to put eye drops in, it's this little metal thing, little metal tube, and you unscrew this thing and there's a little drop that helps you drop things. Maybe you've had an ear infection and your mom has had to drop ears. No, she's not gonna drop ears into your head. She's gonna drop some medicine into your ear. And so it's this long little glass tube and you drip, drip. So they use this picture of an eyedropper to make you think of you're grabbing some color. So I want the color of the background, what we're working on, to be the color of the text. So I'm going to mouse over until I get on the yellow of the text. That's why I had you make those letters really big and bold, so it's easy to find and grab that color. I grab it. And look, isn't that cool? Now that's yellow, the same yellow that is. And we can do the same thing here. This is how you change text color. You go here, grab the eyedropper, and now grabbing red is even easier. And now when I double click in here to type, remember the way to type and do shape is double click. Look, it's going to be red. Say what it reminds you of. It reminds me of a tomato. There. We've already done the first of 6. Let's do another one. I'm going to go grab this shape. I'm going to grab a triangle and once again, make the triangle as big as you can. You can also just see when I'm mouse overing, to mouse over something means to put your mouse on top of something without clicking. So I'm mouse overing this, and it's changed into those double arrows. That means that it's ready to size things. If it wasn't there, it would mean something like that means I can move it when it's got 4 arrows. When it's got no arrows, it's not going to do a thing. When it's got 2 arrows going either up, down, or left, right, it means, oh, I'm ready to size this for you. And then we put it to the edge, make it nice and big. There we go. And let's go click on the paint bucket. And I'm going to make this that color, a nice yellowy brown. And then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to make another one. Oh, no, I forgot to type. Got to change the color. Now, let's say I forgot to change the color. I'm going to go type without changing the color. How do you change the color of text after typing it? This is a yellow, well, brown. It's more brown than yellow. Brown pyramid. Okay, so there. I've forgotten to change the color and the size of the text when I was typing. We can fix it. There's a few ways to fix it. One thing I do want to point out, though, is if right now you changed anything, if you changed the font color to blue, if you changed the font even to Pacific Code, if you changed the size to really big, like I could even just go in here and type in 100. Massive. It didn't do a thing. That's because it thinks I want to change the next thing at top. The cursor was flashing. And so when I made all those changes, it thought, oh, my user is wanting to change the next letter they type. And that's why that letter is so big, because it thought it was the next one. So if you ever want to change existing text, there's a few ways you can do it. You can highlight it, but an easier way is hit escape. It's right there on your keyboard. It says ESC. It's in the upper left-hand corner. It says ESC, which means escape. If you tap it, look, the cursor went away. And now, if I go in here and choose a font size, see, look, it's just changing the whole thing. Plus, 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 plus. Let's change it to bold. Plus, plus, plus. And I say make it so big, make it big until it doesn't fit right anymore. Like this still fits okay. Oh, wait, that's not fitting. Look, the D in pyramid is down there. So let's go back until it fits nicely. There we go. Now everything's fitting in there. And we got to change the font color. Remember I said no black text. So to change font color, you click on this right here, text color. See the A, text color. Usually it'll be underlined. So let's pick a nice complementary color. I think a nice purple would be nice. Nice is nice. There we go. That is now purple on brown. And I need to make a rectangle down here. Make my rectangle, fit it in there. Get rid of borders. And now I need to change the color of this. Let's kind of move that up so it's in line with that one. I need to change the colors of this. The way I change the colors of this is that whenever you want to click to change the color of a shape, you click on the fill color. But in this case, remember, we're using the eyedropper because I need to have this rectangle be the color of this text. Once again, it's going to be easy because we made the text nice and big for me to grab some of that purple. Purple. Maybe I grab some brown instead. That's why you can always just try again. Grab. Come down here. Grab some purple. There, I grabbed it this time. No problem, right? And now I need to change the text color. If you double click on a shape, that lets you type right into the shape. But I need to change the text color to be the color of this. Text color, eyedropper, go up here to the background of this shape, the fill color shape, and start typing. It reminds me of a pyramid. Oh, I made a mistake. I got ahead of myself. Remember that here you're saying what the shape is. Here's what you're saying what it looks like. So I put this as a brown pyramid. I was supposed to put triangle. So I double click on the word pyramid and I type in triangle and click away. There we go. This is a brown triangle. It reminds me of a pyramid. Let's go on one more time. Shape. I'm going to grab a, let's grab this thing. Oh, if you want to know what a shape is called, because you have to know when you label it, just mouse over it, and what does it say right there? Pie. They're calling that shape a pie. So, come over here, draw it, line it up, turn off borders. I think it looks better without the borders. And let's change the color. I'm going to make it a nice dark blue. And I'm going to go in here, double click, not forgetting to change the color. Let's see, I've already done yellow and purple. Let's do a green. This is a blue pie shape. I don't like, oh, I forgot to make it bigger. Remember what we do is we tap escape. Or here's another way. If you don't like tapping escape or you forget, if you lasso a shape, it won't turn on the cursor. So watch what happens. I come here, I lasso this shape. There's no cursor flashing. Now when I hit plus, 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 and bold, make it bold also, plus, 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 plus as big as it can be before it gets to be too big. There. That worked well. And then we're going to put a rectangle down in here. And I'm going to turn off borders. And I'm going to change the fill color, eyedropper, and grab some of this green. And I'm then going to change the font color and grab some of that blue. Double click, start typing. It reminds me of a blueberry pie because it's blue. Although if your blueberry pie is green a little bit, make sure you show it to mom because maybe you shouldn't be eating it if it's already turned green. Now I'm not going to do them all because I think you know what to do now. I've already done 3 of the 6 shapes. Just pick 6 total shapes, so 3 more is my case. Make sure you label them. Make sure the shape is always named what the shape is, not what you think it is. And in the box below, that's when you see what you think it looks like. And this is going to be some great practice. Have fun with it. Bye.